Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to continue our rivalry game weekend, and it's the 1965 Giants taking on the 1965 Dodgers, requested by our good friend Clinton Parks. And we're talking some late night, early morning baseball here on the channel. So the Giants of 1965 finished 2 games out of the National League pennant behind the Dodgers. The Giants were 95-67. The Dodgers were 97-65. Robbie Wartburg is at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Check out that great channel. As Rivalry Weekend Clash continues, clash of legendary foes. In the words of Lawrence of Arabia, no prisoners. Baseball that once was is once again. Let's give you the starting lineups and roll some baseball. For the 1965 San Francisco Giants, Juan Marichal will be on the mound, 22-13 with a 2.14 earned run average. Struck out 240, only walked 46, did give up 27 bippity-boppity booms. He'll be opposed by the Dodgers' Sandy Koufax, the lefty, 26-8 with a 2.04 earned run average. Gave up 26 homers, struck out a whopping 382 while only walking 71. The Dodgers in 65 would win the National League and defeat the Twins in the World Series. The Giants' starting lineup. They say Jay Alou, but I do believe this is Jesus Alou. He'll bat first, play right field. In left field, batting second is Gabrielson. Willie Mays, the Say Hey kid, bats third and center. Willie McCovey's at first base. He's the cleanup hitter. Hart bats fifth. He'll play third. Doing the catching is Holler, and he will bat sixth. Davenport is the shortstop, batting seventh. The second baseman is Lanier. He'll bat eighth. Juan Marichal will bat ninth and do the pitching. His hitter card is a 2 for a pitcher. For the 65 Dodgers, Maury Wills will lead off and play short. He's a base-stealing threat when he gets off the bench. Gilliam will bat second and play third. Ron Fairley's in right field, and he will bat third. The cleanup hitter will be Lou Johnson out in left field, batting fifth, playing second base, Jimmy Lefevre. In center field, batting sixth, Willie Davis. Wes Parker will bat seventh and play first base, and Johnny Roseboro will do the catching and bat eighth. Sandy Koufax, the lefty, will be on the mound, and he will bat ninth. No love lost between these two teams. No love lost between Juan Marichal and Johnny Roseboro, one of the most horrendous baseball incidents in the history. The Cubs, the Bears is at the ballpark. Baseball for insomniacs with our pal Al. Let's see those upvotes. Well, thank you, the Cubs, the Bears. I'm just in the mood to roll and call some really fun games with basic Strat-O-Matic. So here we go. So Sandy Koufax will face Alou, Gabrielson, and Mays. They have Jay Alou, but I'm pretty sure this is Jesus Alou. We'll just say Alou. 298, 9 homers, 4 triples, and 19 doubles. Here's the pitch from the lefty, Sandy Koufax, and the ball game is on its way. I don't know where my pen is. I have just found my pen. Excellent. That is a 5-8. 5-8. Swing and a miss. Nasty curveball. That's one away. Koufax picks up his first K on his first batter. ID gesture. How the heck are you, my friend? Sleep? Who needs sleep? I have a pot of coffee. Check out that wonderful channel. ID playing some APA hockey, some Strat-O-Matic hockey. All kinds of good stuff. Our good friend ID gesture. The Cubs, the Bears, and Robbie Wartburg. Here comes Len Gabrielson. Left fielder, 293, 7 homers, 6 doubles, 5 triples. Koufax is ready to work to Gabrielson. Pitch homeward bound. That's a 5-4. 5-4 and a 13. That is a shot to center field in the gap. Racing over, reaching out and making the catch is Willie Davis. 1 through 4 would have been a triple. We rolled a 13. That is an out to center. Wonderful play made by Davis. 2 down. Koufax gives a tip of the cap to his center field. And here comes the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. 317, 52 home runs, 3 triples, and 21 doubles. Koufax picks up the sign from Johnny Roseboro. The big windup and the pitch to Willie Mays. 5-6, swing and a miss, fastball high and away. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Koufax strikes out 2. We're through the top of the first, no score. Due up for the Dodgers, Wills, Gilliam, and Fairley to face Juan Marichal. Let's see if Marichal can match Koufax with a beautiful inning. Yes, ID Gesture emailed the makers of 4th Street Hockey, and I believe he got a free season. That's pretty cool. It looks pretty good, Robbie. I might actually take a peek at that one if they have a demo. I didn't like the football game, to be honest with you. And the baseball game, I downloaded, but I didn't play. So I undownloaded it. So here's Juan Marichal to face Maury Wills. Wills batted .286, no homers, 7 triples, and 14 doubles. Marichal looks in at Holler. The pitch homeward bound to Maury Wills. You want to keep him off the base paths. He's a AAA stealer. 4-7, 4-7. Strike 3 looking, paints the outside corner. So Marichal gets a K. That's 1 away. And here comes Jim Gilliam. 280, 4 homers, 4 triples, and 19 doubles. The big windup and the pitch for Marichal. 4-7, 4-7. Swing and a miss! Unbelievable. 2 up, 2 down via the K. If he gets 1 more, he'll do 1 better than the great lefty Sandy Koufax. And here's Ron Fairley, the right fielder. Can he make contact? Fairley, 274, 9 homers, 1 triple, and 28 doubles. Marichal takes a deep breath. Again, the big windup. Pitch homeward bound to Ron Fairley. 110 to Fairley. 1-10, 5. Boom goes the ball. Ron Fairley crushes that ball. It is gone. Bippity boppity boom. Marichal tries to blow the fastball by Fairley, and he crushes it. The Dodgers go up 1-0. A 110 home run split 1 through 5. We rolled a 5, and it's 1-0. He will not strike out the side, at least not right here. Greeting Fairley at the plate is Lou Johnson. The fans come to their feet here in L.A. Battle of legendary rivals. Games that once was are once again. So here's Lou Johnson. Will they go back-to-back jacks? Johnson with 12 homers, 1 triple, 24 doubles, 259 batting average. Marichal, he's ready. He deals to Lou Johnson. 3-9. 3-9. Swing and a miss. So Marichal does strike out the side. Got him on the breaking pitch. But he gives up the bippity-boppity boom to Fairley. We go to the top of the second. 1-0 Dodgers. Crowd still abuzz by the Fairley blast. Due up for the Giants in this rivalry game. McCovey, Hart, and Holler to face the great one, Sandy Koufax, the lefty. Willie McCovey, 276, 39 homers, 4 triples, and 17 doubles. The high leg kick from Koufax, the pitch to McCovey, 3-12. 3-12, strike 3. That curveball froze McCovey. And Koufax picks up his 3rd K. That'll bring up Jim Hart. 299, 23 homers, 6 triples, and 30 doubles for the Giant third baseman patrolling the hot corner. Koufax picks up the sign from Roseboro. The pitch to Hart. Will it be a heart-to-heart? That's a 3-3. What will it be? We shall see. 3-3. That's a hard hit ball to Maury Wills. Wills throws to Wes Parker. 2 away. So Wills to Parker. 2 up, 2 down, and here's the catcher, Tom Holler. Holler had 16 home runs in 1965, 251 batting average, 3 triples, and 4 doubles. Going through the signs, Johnny Roseboro. Koufax quickly nods his head. He rocks and deals to Tom Holler. That's a 6-4. Will it close the door? 6-4. Holler sends his ball out to center field. On the run is Willie Davis. Davis is a 2 defender. Flip the basic fielding chart. And we rolled a 14, a 2, and a 14, and he makes the wonderful running catch. The side is retired. Koufax does strike out 1. We're going to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Dodgers. Koufax now has 3 Ks. Marichal has 3 Ks. Due up for the Dodgers, Jimmy LaFever, Willie Davis, just made another fine catch, and Wes Parker, the first baseman, to face Juan Marichal. Marichal did strike out the side in the top of the first, but gave up the bippity-boppity-boom to Ron Fairley. Here's Jimmy LaFever, 250, 12 home runs, 4 triples, and 21 doubles. He awaits the Marichal offering pitch. Homeward bound. 6-7. 6-7. Swing and a miss. Marichal with the Scroogey. That is Marichal's 4th strikeout. He's only given up 1 hit, the homer, to Ron Fairley. Center fielder Willie Davis, 238, 10 homers, 3 triples, and 24 doubles. Davis digs in. Marichal picks up the side. Pitch to Davis. 2s across the board. That's a 2-4. 2-4 fly ball punched out to right, making the catch in right field for the Giants is Alou. 2 up, 2 down. Now bring up the first baseman, Wes Parker. Parker, 238, 8 home runs, 7 triples, and 24 doubles. Holler wiggles the fingers. Marichal with a quick nod of the head. That big windup. And the pitch to Parker. 2-9. 2-9. And that's a 1. Parker will find a gap, and that's going to take a funny bounce off the wall. Parker rounding around second, heading his way to third. The relay throw will not be in time. It is a 2-out triple by Wes Parker. A 2-9 is a triple 1 through 8. We rolled a 1. So Parker stands at third. So when they've hit Marichal, they've hit him well. But they've only hit him few and far between. 1-0 Dodgers trying to add a second run here after that 2-out triple by Parker. Kenny Castro's at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us, along with ID Gesture, the Cubs, the Bears, and Robbie Wartburg. So Parker stands at third with 2 outs, and here comes Johnny Roseboro, and there's no pleasantries exchanged by these two gentlemen, Marichal and Roseboro, in one of the most horrific brawls in baseball history. Marichal tried to take a bat to Sandy Koufax and Johnny Roseboro. Roseboro batted .233, 8 homers, no triples, and 10 doubles, trying to make it a 2-0 lead here. Marichal peers in, grim determination. The pitch to John Roseboro, or I like to call him Johnny Roseboro. That's a 1-3. What will it be? 1-3. He jammed him. Pops it up. First base side. McCovey waits, makes the catch. The side is retired. Parker stranded at third. We're through 2. 1-0 Dodgers. So Marichal really took that fastball high and tight. And he just glares at Roseboro, who goes back to the dugout to put his catcher's equipment on. Due up for the Giants in the top of the third, trailing by 1, Davenport, Lanier, and Marichal. Koufax has struck out 3. Marichal struck out 4. Here's Jim Davenport, 251, 4 homers, 3 triples. Sandy's ready to work. Pitch homeward bound. 4-8 to Davenport. 4-8. Swing and a miss. That curveball drops off the table. Koufax has struck out 4. Hal Lanier steps to the plate. Second baseman, 226, no homers, 9 triples, and 15 doubles. Most fans feel that Koufax will overpower the bottom of this order. Lanier thinks differently. He chokes up on that bat, just looking to punch this ball through. Koufax nods his head. Roseboro sets the target. The pitch to Hal Lanier. That is a 2-6. Pick up some sticks. 2-6. Hard hit ball to short. Wills has it. Throws to Parker. 2 away. Scoring at home 6-3. You should. It's good for the brain. And here comes Juan Marichal using pitcher's hitter's card number 2. And Marichal's much better to, as bad as I say this, to roll off the Koufax card. Koufax deals quickly to his counterpart Marichal. That's a 3-11. 3-11. Marichal makes contact. Davis has to go back. That ball keeps carrying, and he makes the catch in front of the warning track, and the side is retired. Koufax does pick up one more K. We go to the bottom of the third. Sandy struck out 4. The Dodgers lead 1-0. It's been the pitcher's duel we all expected. Due up for the Dodgers. The man off the bump, Sandy Koufax. He'll be followed by Wills and Gilliam. Marichal hopes to return the favor to Koufax. Here's the pitch to Sandy. Let's see what the lefty can do at the plate. That's a 4-11. 4-11. That ball's hit back to Juan Marichal. We rolled a 16. Marichal's a 2 on defense. So that's a 2-16. He has it. He throws to first. Koufax is retired. 1-3. Top of the order now with 1 out in the bottom of the third. And it's Maury Wills. Wills was a strikeout victim. Again, Wills, a base-stealing threat when he steps into the dugout. Marichal. Arms high over his head. He whirls, he dirls. The pitch to Wills. 4-10. 4-10. This ball's hit out to center field. And Willie Mays. Mays is a 1 defender. It's a 1 and a 14. And the Say Hey Kid on the 114 makes it look easy. Out number 2. How do you do? So 2 up, 2 down. Mays throws the ball back in towards the infield. And that'll bring up Jim Gilliam, the third baseman. Gilliam also struck out against Marichal in his first plate appearance. Here's the pitch to Gilliam. 5-7. 5-7 to Gilliam. 5-7. Strike 3 looking. Breaking pitch. Bent his knees. And the second time, Gilliam's gone down via the K. And the Dodgers go down 1-2-3. 1-0. We go to the top of the fourth. So Marichal has struck out 5 now. He's got Gilliam twice. He's 1 away from the hat trick, as we like to say, that you don't want. In hockey, very good. In baseball, very bad. Due up for the Giants, trailing by 1, the top of the order. Lou, Gabrielson, and Willie Mays to face Sandy Koufax. Koufax has struck out 4. Lou was one of those strikeout victims. Here's the pitch from Koufax to Lou. 6-10. 6-10. Fly ball, shallow left field. Coming in and making the catch is Lou Johnson. So Lou flies out to left. That's 1 away. Len Gabrielson, the left fielder for the Giants, strides to the plate. He flew out to Willie Davis on a really nice catch in center. Gabrielson looking to jump on a pitch. Koufax nods his head. Roseboro sets the target. Pitch to Gabrielson. That's a 2-4. 2-4. And that's a single to center. He jumps all over that fastball. And Gabrielson represents a tying run at first. And that's the first hit Koufax has given up. Gabrielson, a C-stealer, won't be going anywhere because here comes Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid. Ken Cash says, I think it was Roseboro who got bloodied while protecting Koufax. Am I correct, Al? Yes. Yes, you are. That's the way the pitcher looks, and I looked at the video real quick. You can find some quick video on YouTube. So here's Willie Mays. Mays struck out his first time against Koufax. Gabrielson will be held on. Koufax looks to first. The high leg kick and the pitch to Willie Mays. A 1-6, 1-6. That is a hard hit ball to third. Gilliam over to Lefevre. On to Parker. Double play. Inning over. 5-4-3. And just like that, we go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Dodgers. 5-4-3. DP. Koufax has only given up one hit. Due up for the Dodgers, looking to add to that very, very precarious 1-0 lead. Fairley, Johnson, and Lefevre. Ron Fairley hit that solo blast with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and that's how we stand, 1-0. Marichal looking for revenge. Here's the pitch to Ron Fairley. That's a 2-7. 2-7. Line shot to the leaping second baseman, Lanier. He had some ups. 1 down. That was a web gem by Lanier at second. Robbing Fairley of a second hit. He's been on Marichal. Now I'll bring up Lou Johnson. Johnson, left fielder, was a strikeout victim. Marichal has struck out 5. Holler goes through the sign, sets the target. The pitch to Lou Johnson. Marichal fires in a 5-11. 5-11. This play will be for the catcher Holler. He is a 3. And we rolled a 17. And it's going to be a pop-up. Holler throws off the mask to the right of the plate, waits for the ball to come down. He makes the catch. That's out number 2. As Johnson pops out to the catcher. It's a wild pitch and a pop-out, but no one's on base, so that doesn't matter. So with 2 outs, now I'll bring up the second baseman, Jim Lefevre. He, too, is a strikeout victim of Juan Marichal. Holler pounds the mitt, sets the target. Pitch homeward bound to Jim Lefevre. Marichal fires in a 1-8. 1-8. And that's our shot. Center field racing back is Mays. He's not going to get this one. It's going to hop to the wall. And that is a 2-out double. A home run 1 through 8, but we rolled a 15. So when they're hitting in Marichal, they're hitting him for extra bases. A homer, a triple, and a double. Those are your hits. And with 2 outs, a huge insurance run is at second base, Jimmy Lefevre. They'll hold him close with 2 outs, so it'll only be a 1 through 13 base runner. Here's the center fielder, Willie Davis. He flew out to right and Alou. Marichal peeks over his shoulder. Now he rocks and deals to Willie Davis. Can Davis knock in the second run here? That's going to be a 6-8. 6-8. Fly ball to right. Going back towards the line. Making the catch is the right fielder. And the side is retired. Alou's the right fielder. So Lefevre is stranded at second. That's the second time Davis has flown out to Alou. So Marichal bears down again. We're through 4, and it's 1-0 Dodgers. That solo shot in the bottom of the first by Fairley is still holding up. Due up for the Giants, it'll be McCovey, Hart, and Holler. Willie McCovey struck out against Koufax. McCovey, 39 homers. One swing of his mighty bat could tie it. He awaits the Koufax offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound by Sandy. That's a 4-8. 4-8. Swing and a miss. He chases high and away. Second time Koufax has gotten McCovey, and that is his 5th strikeout. So Marichal has 5, McCovey has 5, but more importantly, the Dodgers have the one and only run. So now bring up Jim Hart, the third baseman. Hart had 23 homers. Hoping to have a heart-to-heart. He grounded out to Maury Wills at short. He awaits the Koufax offering. Koufax kicks and fires to Hart. 5-5. 5-5, 18. That's a shot to deep left center. No one's going to get that. It's going to be off the wall. Playing it is the left fielder, and throwing it back in. Nice play. He holds Hart to a double. He just missed a homer. A couple more feet, we had a tie ball game, so that's a one-out double for Hart. As he did have a heart-to-heart conversation with the ball. Again, that was a 5-5. Home run 1 through 11, double 12 through 20. We rolled in 18. Tying run at second with 1 out. Johnson really played that well off the wall. Hart thought about going for 3. But he's in scoring position, 1 through 13. With 1 out, they'll hold him close, so he's 1 through 12. Now bring up the catcher, Tom Holler. Holler flew out to Davis in center. Holler trying to tie the game up. He had 16 homers. If he goes bippity-boppity-boom, the Giants will take a 2-1 lead. Koufax nods his head. He rocks and deals to Tom Holler, 6-8. 6-8. Swing and a miss. Oh, boy. Sandy puts the high heat right by him. Koufax has struck out 6 now. But more importantly, there's 2 outs. Hart will be off on contact. -1 + 2. He goes 1 through 14. And that brings up the shortstop, Jim Davenport. Davenport was a K victim. Koufax works quickly to Davenport, looking for his 7th strikeout. And that's a 4-5. 4-5. That's a hard hit ball to second base, and Jimmy Lefevre. Lefevre's a 3 defender. If this gets through, Hart will have a chance to score. So he's a 3 defender, and we rolled a 4. Lefevre, a second baseman. 3-4. He makes the diving stop from his knees. He throws low. Parker picks it off the dirt, and the side is retired. Lefevre keeps it a 1-0 ball game, as Davenport is denied a hit and a ribby. Koufax does strike out 1 more. He has 6. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Dodgers. So the 1-out double goes for naught. Due up for the Dodgers, Parker, Roseboro, and Sandy Koufax. Robbie Warper giving us a hockey update. Russia says no problem as they defeat Jamaica 7-2. I'm surprised they hung in that good, Jamaica. Must have got a few guys off the bobsledding team. So here's Wes Parker. He tripled but could not score, as Roseboro would pop out to first to end that threat. Marichal deals to Parker. 6-8. 6-8. Fly ball out to right. And Alou will make the catch. 1 out. Here's Johnny Roseboro. Oh, Marichal came high and tight when he popped out. No love lost between these two gents. Roseboro, grim determination on his face. Marichal the same. Hatred in both their eyes. The pitch to Johnny Roseboro. Marichal fires in a 4-5. 4-5. He jams him again. Popped up first base side. Once again, McCovey will make the catch. My God, he came in high and tight. Roseboro tried to jump on that. I don't know, like to get on top of that pitch. It's more of a swing in self-defense. So 2 up, 2 down, and it brings up Sandy Koufax. Koufax grounded out to his counterpart, Marichal. Marichal works quickly to Koufax. 3-5. 3-5. Ground ball to the shortstop. Up with it is Davenport. He throws to McCovey, and 1-2-3. Go the Dodgers. We're through 5. And it's 1-0 Dodgers. Quite a pitcher's duel. 1-0. Both pitchers, Koufax and Marichal, have struck out 5. Actually, Marichal struck out 5. Koufax has struck out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Due up for the Giants, who trail by 1 in the top of the 6th. Lanier, Marichal in the top of the order. Alou. Koufax is ready. The windup and the pitch to Hal Lanier. 2-5 to Hal Lanier. 2-5. That ball goes out to left. Johnson drifting back and to his right makes the catch. 1 down. Lanier's now 0 for 2. A ground out and a fly out. Juan Marichal flew out to center. Choking up high on that bat. Can he help his own cause? It's tough off that great lefty Sandy Koufax. Here's the big windup and the pitch to Juan Marichal. That's a 2-7. 2-7, and that's a strikeout. Marichal cannot pull the trigger on that beautiful curveball. 7 Ks now for Sandy. 2 outs top of the order for Jesus Alou. He struck out and flown out to Johnson and left. Roseboro wiggles the fingers. Koufax with a quick nod of the head. Again, that big leg kick, the pitch to Alou. 2-4. Does this close the door? 2-4, ground ball to Wills. Up with it, over to Parker, and 1-2-3 go the Giants. Koufax has been absolutely masterful. Bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Dodgers. Due up for the Dodgers, Wills, Gilliam, and Fairley. That's the top of their order. They'd like to get a few more runs. This is a precarious 1-run lead. Koufax is dealing, but 1 mistake, and we could have a tie ball game. Maury Wills is 0 for 2, a strikeout, and a fly out to Willie Mays. Want to keep Wills off the base pad, AAA Steelers. The pitch from Marichal to Maury Wills, 3-6. 3-6, that's a single to right. Maury Wills is on. They will hold him. Holler is a 3 defender. That's -2. Though he is a AAA Steeler. And when you're a AAA Steeler, that does not come into play. So he is 1 through 17. Maury Wills is going. And that's a 3. Had we been playing advanced, it would have been an error check on the throw. But we're not playing advanced. We're only playing basic with these cards. And he steals second. So Maury Wills steals second base. No outs. Wills at second. And here's Jim Gilliam. Gilliam has struck out twice. Gilliam's going to square to bunt. He does. The pitch from Marichal. That's a 6. And fielding it is the third baseman, Davenport. Is the third baseman Hart. Hart's only play is to throw to first, and on the wheel play covering is Lanier. Advancing to third base with 1 out is Maury Wills. So the Dodgers play some small ball, a single, a stolen base, and a sacrifice bunt. Wills stands 90 feet away from a Dodger 2-0 lead. That goes 5-4 as Lanier was covering on the wheel play. Now I'll bring up Ron Fairley. Fairley 1 for 2, could easily be 2 for 2. His home run has given the Dodgers the 1-0 lead. He's looking for at least a deep fly ball. Marichal looking to deny him. Infield in. Here's the pitch to Fairley. That's a 3-9. Infield in. 3-9. 3-9. Swing and a miss. Marichal set him up with a breaking pitch and then blows the fastball by him. And Marichal picks up his 6K. So there's 2 outs. Will's still at third, and that's where Marichal and the Giants want to strand him. And here's Lou Johnson, the left fielder. Johnson is struck out and popped out to the catcher, Tom Holler. Holler goes out to have a quick word with Marichal, now back behind the plate. I don't know if Holler knows Spanish. But Marichal and Holler seem to be on the same page. He kicks and fires to Johnson. That's a 2-8. Will Johnson give the Dodgers a 2-0 lead? 2-8. Line shot! And what a play by the third baseman, Hart. A step to his right, full extension, and that robs a double down the line. The Dodgers are denied their second run on the web gem by Hart at third. We're through 6, still 1-0 Dodgers. Wow. As Marichal just smiles at his third baseman. So Marichal and the defense hold. Due up for the Giants. They trail by 1 in the top of the 7th. Gabrielson, Mays, and McCovey. These are some big bats coming up. Gabrielson is 1 for 2. Flown to center and singled. Koufax back up on the bump. Peers in, picks up the sign from Roseboro. Pitch homeward bound to Len Gabrielson. That's a 1-8. 1-8 and a 6. And that is a shot to the gap. No one's going to get there. It's going to take a funny hop off the wall. Racing around second on his way to third. Here's the relay throw, not in time. Gabrielson with a leadoff triple. The 1-8. Triple 1 through 9. We rolled a 6. Gabrielson clapping like a madman. Giants have come to life on the bench. And here's Willie Mays. Oh boy. Willie Mays at the plate looking to tie the game up or give the Giants the lead. Infield in. Koufax deals to Mays. Mays has struck out and banged into a double play. The pitch to the Say Hey kid. 6-8. 6-8. Swing and a miss. That's what they needed. Koufax. The high heat. Mays looking to jack it out of La La Land. Instead, he strikes out for the second time. 8 Ks for Koufax. 1 out. Runner at third. Infield still in. Here's Willie McCovey. Can Koufax get McCovey? McCovey struck out twice. Koufax looking for the hat trick. Can he knock it past Willie McCovey? Koufax shakes off Roseboro. Moment's attention here. Now he's ready to work. He rocks and fires. 4-5. 4-5. Ground ball to second. X infield in. Lefevre's a 3. We rolled an 11. 3-11. It's going to be an out, but it's a 4. Oh, boy. Infield in. If no runners or forced runners hold. Infield in. Let's just check the infield in. The chart below refers to ground ball situations. Okay, ground balls on the fielding X chart. A ground ball resulting in a hit or error, blah, blah. Ground balls other than those resulting in a hit or error. Out. Runner on third holds. So the runner on third holds, just like it says. The runner on third holds. On the ground ball to second. So now there's 2 outs. Mays strikes out after the Gabrielson triple. And McCovey hits the ball hard to the second baseman, Lefevre, who goes to first. So it's going to be up to Jim Hart, the third baseman, who had an absolute marvelous play to keep it a 1-0 game when he retired Lou Johnson in the bottom of the 6th. Top of 7. Tense moments here. Gabrielson at third. 1-0 Dodgers. Here's the pitch of Jim Hart from Koufax. 5-3. What will it be? We shall see. 5-3. Ground ball to short. And Maury Wills is a 2. And we rolled a 2. 2. Past the dive of Maury Wills. And we have a tie ball game. So Maury Wills is a 2. Defender at short. We rolled a 2. That's a single. So Jim Hart has grounded to short, doubled, and now singled past the dive of Maury Wills. Scoring from third is Gabrielson. We're knotted at 1. Koufax and the Dodgers almost got out of it. But Jim Hart picks up his second hit off Sandy. He represents the go-ahead run at first. He's a C-stealer with 2 outs. We'll hold him on. And the catcher, Tom Holler. Holler again had 16 home runs in 65. Koufax deals quickly to Holler. That's a 6-11. 6-11. Fly ball out to left field and Lou Johnson. Johnson's a 3 defender. Reroll to 20. I'm sensing a reroll. 320. Reroll the 20-sided die. That's a 19. That's another reroll. And that's a 14. And he'll make the running catch. And the side is retired. But the leadoff triple and then the 2-out single by Hart, we have a 1-1 game. Giants finally get on the board. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Due up for the Dodgers, Lefevre, Davis, and Parker. What a pitcher's duel between Koufax and Marichal. But now it's knotted at 1 between these legendary foes. In the words of Lawrence of Arabia, take no prisoners. So here's Jimmy Lefevre to face Juan Marichal. Lefevre, 1 for 2, a strikeout and a double. Marichal, he's ready. The windup and the pitch to Jim Lefevre. 2s across the board. That's a 2-4. 2-4. That ball's hit to McCovey at first. He waves off. Marichal takes it to the bag himself. 1 down. Now bring up the center fielder, Willie Davis. Davis has flown out twice to a Lewin right. Holler sets the target. Marichal hoping to hit it. Pitch to Davis. That's a 2-8. 2-8. Another ground ball to first. McCovey fields it. Again waves off Marichal. 2 down, so 2 ground balls to stretch McCovey. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, 1-1 ball game. Giants tied it up, triple, then a 2-out single. Brings up Wes Parker. Parker, first baseman, tripled, but he was stranded there, and then he flew out to a Lewin right. Parker had 8 home runs. Parker looking to tee it high and let it fly. The high leg kick from Marichal. He fires into Parker, a 5-8. 5-8, swing and a miss. He blows the fastball by him. 1, 2, 3, go the Dodgers. We are through 7, knotted at 1. And Marichal has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Marichal has 7 Ks. Koufax has 8 Ks. And we go to the top of the 8th. The Cubs, the Bears says, this is a classic we expected. Great game. Oh, lots of fun. I love this is baseball. This is fun. I love these names. 1-1 ball game. Giants will send up the bottom third. Davenport, Lanier, and Marichal. Marichal will hit. It's a 1-1 ball game. You're not taking these gents out. So here's Davenport. Davenport struck out and was grounded out. Great play by the second baseman, Lefevre, and that kept the game tie. Kept the Giants ahead. The Dodgers ahead 1-0. The pitch to Davenport from Koufax. The lefty tosses in a 2-6. 2-6, swing and a miss. Oh my lord! The curveball drops off the table. You cannot paint a better pitcher than that curveball. And Koufax has now struck out 9. Here comes his counterpart, Juan Marichal. He's flown to Davis in center and struck out. I'm sorry, Lanier. Here comes Lanier. Then Marichal's on deck. He's grounded out and flown out. He's made a fabulous defensive play at second. Koufax ready to work. He deals to Hal Lanier. 5-4. Does this close the door? 5-4 and an 18. That's a deep fly ball to center. Willie Davis racing back. He leaps and he makes the catch as he tumbles on the warning track, robbing extra bases of Hal Lanier. Another great play by Willie Davis. Trying to outdo the Say Hey Kid in center today. That was a 5-4 off the Koufax card. 1 through 4 is a triple. 5 through 20 is a deep fly out to center. So Lanier gave a bid for extra bases. 2 outs, and now here comes Juan Marichal, who's flown out to Davison struck out. Koufax works quickly to his counterpart. That's a 6-7. 6-7. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Koufax overpowers Marichal. He now has 10 Ks. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, knotted at 1. Marichal's back up on the bump for the Giants. Juan Marichal has 7 strikeouts. And he'll face Roseboro. No love lost there. And Koufax in the top of the order, Maury Wills. Roseboro's popped out to the first baseman twice as Marichal's come high and tight to give him those close shaves. Let's see how he pitches to Roseboro this time. The pitch to Johnny Roseboro. Marichal fires in a 3-9. 3-9, and the inside fastball. This time Johnny Roseboro gets around, smashes a single past the dive of McCovey into right. So Roseboro finally just sitting on that pitch. He popped up 2 times to McCovey. Now smashes one by him. Go ahead run at first, and Johnny Roseboro. Sandy Koufax will be bunting. Corners are playing in again. That doesn't matter in basic. Here's the pitch. Koufax squares the bunt. That's a 10. That's not going to be good. 10. And Marichal quickly pounces on the ball, turns and throws towards second. They get the lead runner. The relay throw to first, not in time. So Marichal throws to Davenport. Relay throw not in time. And that's a failed sack by Koufax. And he reaches on the fielder's choice. 1-6. And Koufax is at first. Marichal's erased from the base paths. Koufax 1 through 10 runner. They will not hold him on. Here's Maury Wills. Maury Wills, last at bat, singled, stole second, advanced to third on the sac bump by Gilliam. With 1 out, he could not score. Marichal struck out fairly. And then Lou Johnson was robbed of extra bases down the line on a step and a dive by Hart patrolling the hot corner for the Giants. Can he get something going here? 1 out, 1 on. The pitch to Maury Wills. Marichal hoping for the double play ball. That looks like a big hook there. That's a 4-3. What will it be? We shall see. 4-3. Popped up first base. McCovey waits for it. Makes the catch. 2 down. As Koufax just stood on the bag. So with 2 outs, Wills going back to the dugout. They'll bring up Jim Gilliam. Gilliam 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a sac bunt. Marichal looking to overpower Gilliam one more time. Into the breach one more time for Jim Gilliam. 6-5. 6-5. Not this time. Gilliam jumps all over that breaking pitch. And he shoots it down the line. That's going to be a double. 2 stars. Koufax will go first to third. So with 2 outs, the Dodgers have the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Gilliam sat a curveball, smacked it down the line. The right field line. Retrieving it was Alou, but not in time. So it's second and third. 2 away. And I'll bring up Ron Fairley. He's knocked in the only run for the Dodgers with a home run. Was robbed on a great diving catch by the second baseman Lanier and then struck out. So second and third, 2 away, 1-1 ball game. Marichal takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The high leg kick, the pitch to Ron Fairley. Will it stay tied or the Dodgers have the lead? 5-7. 5-7. Swing and a miss. This time no one hits the curveball. Fairley goes down. Dodgers strand 2. Marichal picks up K number 8. Let's quickly do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're through 8. We go to the top of the 9th, knotted at 1. Who can push across one more run? Sandy Koufax back out for the 9th inning. Koufax has given up 1 run, struck out 10. He will face the top of the order, Alou, Gabrielson, and Mays. What a ball game it's been. What a ball game. Alou is 0 for 3. Strikeout, flyout, groundout. Koufax picks up the sign from Roseboro. The high leg kick and the pitch to Alou. 2s across the board. 2-4. 2-4. Hard hit ball to short. Wills has it. Throws to Parker. 1 down. Second time Alou's grounded out to Wills. So 1 out. And Albin Gabrielson to the plate. Gabrielson is 2 for 3. Flown to center, singled, tripled, and scored with 2 outs. It looked like Koufax and the Dodgers were going to get out of it when Mays struck out. And McCovey grounded out to second with the infield in. But Hart, with 2 outs, singled. That's how we're knotted at 1. Let's see if Gabrielson can pick up a 3rd hit off the great lefty Sandy Koufax. Koufax looking to deny that. The pitch to Gabrielson. That's a 6-5. 6-5 and a 17. That is a shot to center, but he didn't get all of it. At the track in front of the wall, reaching up and making the catch is Davis on the 6-5. We rolled a 17. Had it been 1 through 7, it's a double. But it's 8 through 20. It is a loud out. Gabrielson just missed that. 2 outs, base is empty for the Say Hey kid. Willie Mays not having a great day at the plate. Strikeout, double play, and strikeout. He represents the go-ahead run at the plate. 52 homers in 65. Stretch McCovey on deck. Koufax takes a deep breath. He rocks and fires to Mays. 1-5. 1-5. Hard hit ball. Backhanded side. Wills has it. Throws low. Picked out of the dirt by Parker. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Knotted at 1. Koufax sends the Giants down 1-2-3 with a lot of help from Maury Wills at short. Juan Marichal back up on the mound for the bottom of the 9th. 1-1 ball game. The Dodgers need to scratch 1 run across to win in this rivalry matchup. Brought to you by myself and Clinton Parks. Check out that great channel. Clinton requested this game. I am delivering. So it's Johnson, Lefevre, and Davis to face Juan Marichal. Between these 3 gentlemen, 1 hit, the double by Lefevre in the 4th. But first it's Lou Johnson, 0 for 3. The pitch from Marichal to Johnson, 4-7. 4-7, swing and a miss. Tied him up on that inside fastball. Marichal's now struck out 9. Bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Jimmy Lefevre, the second baseman, struck out, doubled, and grounded out to first. Marichal works quickly to Lefevre. That's a 4-8. What will Lefevre do on the 4-8? 4-8. That ball is hit to second base. The second baseman is Lanier. He's a 2 defender. Flip the basic fielding chart. So it's a 2-13. Who's it going to be lucky for? 2-13. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first, 2 down. Lefevre is retired by his counterpart. And here's Willie Davis, the center fielder. He's flown out twice to Alou and grounded to McCovey. Davis did have 10 homers. Can he get a walk-off blast from the high-kicking Juan Marichal? Marichal rocks back. Pitch comes forth. 1-9. 1-9. 1 hopper to second. Over to first. We're going to free baseball. As that is Lanier to McCovey. We're through 9, knotted at 1. We go to the top of the 10th. Holy poop. Koufax back out there. He says he feels fine. You will face McCovey, Hart, and Holler. 1-1 game, top of the 10th. They're talking to Marichal in the dugout. He seems like he wants to go. Here's the pitch to Stretch. 6-7. 6-7. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Roseboro tags McCovey to complete the strikeout. McCovey has now struck out 3 times. Koufax now has 11 Ks. So Sandy has 11 Ks. Marichal has 9. This is an epic. This is an epic. That'll bring up the third baseman, Jim Hart. Hart had a heart-to-heart talk with the baseball last time up. He singled in the tying run. Koufax rocks and deals. 1-8. 1-8. Ground ball to Wills. He throws to Parker. 2 down. Scoring at home 6-3. So Hart grounds out to Wills at short. The catcher Tom Holler strides to the plate. He's 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Holler had 16 homers. He's looking to rip something. Koufax looking to send him packing. The pitch to Tom Holler. 3-3. What will it be? We shall see. 3-3. That ball is hit to the right side. Lefevre to Parker. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Knotted at 1. Koufax through 10 has struck out 11. He's given up only 1 run. Due up for the Dodgers, hoping to push across the winning run. Parker, Roseboro, and Koufax. Will they go to a pinch hitter for Koufax? Parker tripled, but went no further. Flew out to right and struck out in his last plate appearance. Marichal, through 9, has struck out 9. Giving up 1 run, the home run to Ron Fairley. Here's the pitch to Wes Parker. That's a 5-9. 5-9. Slowly hit ball to second. Charging it is Lanier. He throws to McCovey. 1 away. Gets Parker by a step. Wouldn't it be something if Johnny Roseboro gets a walk-off homer against his heated rival Juan Marichal? Marichal's tried to jam him 3 times. Twice it was successful to pop out to first. The last time, he singled to right. The pitch to Johnny Roseboro from Marichal. 4-7. 4-7. Swing and a miss again. High and tight. 2 outs. Koufax will hit. He says he's good to pitch. In the top of the 11th. Marichal works quickly to Koufax. That's a 3-7. 3-7. He punches that ball right side. Up with it is Lanier, and the side is retired as Lanier throws to McCovey. Top of the 11th, knotted at 1. This probably will be Sandy Koufax's last inning. Unbelievable pitchers duel. Koufax to face the bottom third. Davenport, Lanier, and Marichal. If anyone gets on, they will probably hit for Marichal and bring in Lindsay, Frank Lindsay, who had a 1.43 earned run average. Koufax nods his head. The big windup and the pitch at Jim Davenport. 2-10. 2-10. Popped up. Shortstop side. Wills outfield grass. Makes the catch. 1 down. Davenport 0 for 4. Batting averages are going to plummet after this game. And here's Hal Lanier, the second baseman. Lanier 0 for 3. He awaits the Koufax offering. Curveball comes fourth. That's a 3-7. 3-7. Curveball. He beats it into the ground to third. Gilliam fires to Parker. 2 down. So Juan Marichal, with no one on and 2 outs, he's going to hit. Just take a quick look. I don't think we have any. We might have one decent hitter. I only have 4 cards. 248, 3 homers. Matty Alou, 231, 2 homers. No, they're not. Marichal says he's good to go, and they're going to let him swing away with 2 outs and no one on. The pitch to Juan Marichal from Sandy Koufax. That's a 3-10. 3-10. One hopper to third. Gilliam to Parker, and the side is retired. So 2 hard hit balls end the inning to third base. We go to the bottom of the 11th, knotted at 1. And Marichal's still up on the bump, doing the Humpty Hump. Now it's the Dodgers' turn to try to push across 1 run. Top of the order, Maury Wills. Want to keep him off the base paths. He's a AAA Steeler. Then Gilliam and Fairley. Wills has singled. He's 1 for 4. He's stolen the base. He singled, stole the base, advanced on a sac bunt, but could go no farther. Marichal in the bottom of the 11th. The pitch to Maury Wills. 4-5. 4-5. Popped up. Guess who? Right side, McCovey. Second time he's done that. 1 down. Now I'll bring up Jim Gilliam. Gilliam is 1 for 3. A double, a sac bunt, and 2 Ks. Gilliam, 280, 4 homers. Here's the pitch for Marichal. 3-5 to Gilliam. 3-5. And that ball's lifted to left. Waiting to make the catch is Gabrielson. That's 2 down. So here's Ron Fairley. Fairley homered way back when in the bottom of the 1st, and that gave the Dodgers a 1-0 lead until the top of the 7th. When the Giants tied it up with 2 outs, runner on third, Hart singled. The pitch to Fairley. Can he pick up his second homer? That's a 3-12. 3-12. No, he walks. He does not chase the curveball in the dirt. Winning run at first in Fairley. The Cubs of Bears says, fun fact, arguably the greatest pitching duel in history was 1-0. Marichal over Spahn, 1-0 in 16 innings. Both pitched complete games. Only run was May's homer. 1963, I think. That is awesome sauce. So Fairley's at first, 1 through 12 base runner. Here's Lou Johnson, the left fielder. Johnson is hitless. He has also struck out twice. Fairley will be held close, so he'll only be a 1 through 13. Marichal picks up the sign from Holler. Holler sets the target. Pitch to Lou Johnson. 6 is across the board. That's a 6-12. And that's a slowly hit ball to first. McCovey fields it, tosses, and it's a bang-bang play, but Marichal just gets his foot on the bag, and we go to the top of the 12th. Scoring at home, that goes 3-1. So we're at the top of the order. And Koufax. Johnson grounds out. Fairley's out. They're sending Koufax back out there. This is a rivalry game, folks. Both pitchers, Koufax and Marichal's only given up 1 run. Koufax has struck out 11, Marichal 9. Top of the order. Alou has been a strikeout victim once. He's 0 for 4. The pitch to Alou from Koufax. That's a 3-2. 3-2. That ball's hit to Gilliam. Over to Parker. 1 down. Rinse and repeat. 1 out in the top of the 12th. Now bring up Len Gabrielson. Willie Mays on deck. Koufax deals quickly to Gabrielson. That's a 2-6. 2-6. That's a 8, so that's going to be a single. It drops in front of the right fielder. 1 through 18. Base hit, we rolled an 8. It would have been an out had we rolled 19 and 20. So the go-ahead run. Gabrielson has 3 hits off Koufax, 2 singles and a triple. He scored the only run. So Gabrielson at first will be held on. Here's Willie Mays. Jim Brewer with a 1.84 ERA is ready. Koufax deals to Mays. 1 out, 1 on, looking for the double play ball. That's a 5-4. 5-4. Boom goes the ball. Willie Mays has crushed that ball to left center field. Bippity boppity boom. He will touch them all. It's 3-1 Giants. The sounds of silence here in L.A. Holy cow. In the words of the late great Phil Rizzuto, that is a 5-4. Let's double check. And again, because my dyslexia, I went 5, and I said 5, and that is not right. It is a, so disregard that. That's why I double check these things. That, and it's 2:18 in the morning here, but that's a 5-4. And I went 5-4. It's a triple, 1 through 4. We rolled a 5, so it's a deep fly out. So there's no bippity boppity boom, as I looked at the 5-5, which would have been a home run, but it's not. That is a deep fly out to center. Davis makes the catch, retiring Willie Mays. And there are 2 down. My faux pas. Once again, 5-4 off the Koufax card. And actually, I know what I did. I looked at the Marichal card. Because 5... Nope, I just foobarred it. Doesn't matter. It's not a home run. You know what's kind of funny when you look at these cards on the 5 column? For Marichal and Koufax, they're pretty much the same. But it's an out, so there's 2 outs. Mays flies out. Retreating back to first is Gabrielson. Once again, 5-4. Triple 1 through 4. We rolled a 5. It's a fly out to center. So here comes Stretch McCovey with 2 outs. This could be the final inning for Koufax. The pitch to Stretch. Gabrielson will be off on contact 1 through 15. That's a 4-10. 4-10. This will be a play for the catcher, Johnny Roseboro. Roseboro's a 2 defender. And it's a 20, so that's probably a re-roll. Catcher, 2, 20. That's a re-roll. And we will re-roll. That's a 4. So there's a wild pitch advancing to second. Is Gabrielson on the wild pitch. But McCovey pops out to Roseboro on the very next pitch, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 12th, and that's it for Koufax, I think. I don't know. I have to see how I feel about that. I think we're going to call it on Koufax. So let's see if they scratch off 1 run. I apologize for the Willie Mays call. I quickly did the double check to make sure. The Cubs and Bears says, home run reversed by challenge, 1965 style. I just looked at it wrong. That's why I always look back. I look at things 2-3 times. So my eyes focused on the home run below it. All right, so it's Marichal. And I think we're going to relieve these guys after 12 innings. And what an effort by both if Marichal gets through this. So it's Lefevre, Davis, and Parker. Marichal deals to Jimmy Lefevre, who's doubled once and been retired 3 other times. That's a 1-10. 1-10 popped up second base for out number 1 as Lanier makes the catch. So 1 out, bottom of the 12th. What a pitcher's duel. You cannot ask for anything more. Toyota or something like that. There's the center fielder, Willie Davis, 0 for 4. The good news is he hasn't struck out. That could change with this pitch from Marichal. Here's the pitch homeward bound by Marichal to Davis. 2-4. 2-4. That ball's hit deep to right, but not deep enough. At the track in front of the wall, making the catch is Alou. That is the third time Davis has flown out to Alou. Besides that, he's grounded to first and second. So 2 outs, base is empty for Wes Parker. Can Parker put a charge in this brawl and get a walk-off homer? The pitch to Parker. Marichal fires in a 3-11. 3-11. Hard hit ball to short. Backhanded by Davenport. Fires low. Picked out of the dirt by McCovey. We go to the hard luck inning, the 13th. Holy cow. Koufax has talked his way into one more inning. He refuses to leave in this rivalry game. He wants to beat Marichal and the Giants. And he will face Hart, Holler, and Davenport. Here's the pitch from Koufax to Hart. 4-6. Pick up some sticks. 4-6. Swing and a miss! Hart goes down via the K for the first time. Koufax now has 12 strikeouts. Here in the top of the 13th. Now bring up Tom Holler, the catcher. He awaits the Koufax offering. Koufax tosses in a 4-4. Does this close the door? 4-4. Swing and a miss. This time the curveball. Strikeout number 13 for Sandy. You can't take Koufax out of the game. And here's Jim Davenport. Koufax looking quite strong here in the top of the 13th, hoping to strike out the side. The Cubs, the Bears, and Ken Castro cheering him on at the ballpark. Homeward bound goes the pitch to Jim Davenport. 2-6. 2-6. Guess what? Swing and a miss! Koufax strikes out the side in the 13th. He now has 14 Ks. The last 2 on the curveball. He gets Holler and Davenport. Got Hart with the fastball. We go to the bottom of the 13th, and Juan Marichal's back out there. It's going to be Roseboro, Koufax, and Wills. So Koufax could be lifted. Koufax could be lifted if Roseboro gets on. Probably will get lifted. We don't know yet. The pitch to Johnny Roseboro. Roseboro's hit does have a single, a strikeout, and popped out several thousand times. Well, not several thousand times. That's a 2-7. Will he mash one off his rival? Marichal, 2-7. Ground ball to first. McCovey has it. Waves off Marichal. Steps on the bag. He's hitting a lot to that right side. So 1 out. Base is empty. Koufax will hit for himself. The pitch to Sandy from Marichal. That's a 4-9. 4-9. Koufax. Shallow fly ball to left. Coming in making the catch is Gabrielson. So Koufax will go back out if we go to the 14th. He does not want to come out of this game. This is a blood rivalry. And here's Maury Wills. Wills has 1 hit and 5 at-bats with a stolen base. The pitch to Maury. 1-11. 1-11. Ground ball, right side. McCovey tosses to Marichal covering. 1-2-3 go the Giants. We go to the 14th. Go to the 14th. Unbelievable game. Koufax back out there. Koufax back out there, folks. Captain Krause says Koufax going to need a shot in his elbow for his next start. This is a rivalry game. No next start right now for Sandy. This is all or nothing. So Koufax will face Lanier, Marichal, and Alou. Again, if someone gets on, then it's, we have to see. Here's the pitch to Hal Lanier from Sandy Koufax. A 4-3. What will it be? We shall see. 4-3. Swing and a miss! Koufax again snapping off that curve. He's struck out 4 Giants in a row now. He struck out the side in the 13th. Leads off Lanier with a K. Again, Roseboro applies the tag. The ball was in the dirt. Koufax has struck out 15 Giants through 13 1/3. And here's Marichal. Marichal is going to hit. That's a 6-4. 6-4. Marichal gets a piece of it. That ball's blooped out into center field. Davis, a 2 defender. We rolled a 1, 2, 1. Davis makes the diving catch. Wow, that's not a hit. 2-1. It's an out 4. Diving catch. We'll call it a diving catch by Davis. Marichal almost bloops one in. Another great play by Willie Davis. So, 2 defender, we rolled a 1. Outfield, 2-1. That's an out 4. Yeah, he's out. Wow. If runners were on, they would hold. So here's Jesus Alou. Alou is 0 for 5. He struck out once. Koufax takes a deep breath. He's going to be a very sore man. The pitch homeward bound to Jesus Alou. 4-9. Does Koufax pick up his 16th K? 4-9. That ball's hit to Maury Wills at short. It's a 5. Wills is a 2 defender. A 2 and a 5. 2-5. Wills has it. Throws across the diamond, and the side is retired. As Wills goes to Parker. We go to the bottom of the 14th. Marichal back up on the bump. He will face Gilliam, Fairley, and Johnson. Dodgers trying to push across 1 run again. Here's the pitch to Gilliam. That's a 6-5 off the Marichal card. 6, 5, and an 11. That's a base hit to center. Mays cuts it off. Gilliam takes a wide turnaround first. A throw behind him. He dives back. He's safe. The winning run at first in Gilliam. Frank Lindsay is ready. Here's Ron Fairley. Fairley, way back 1, hit a solo shot in the bottom of the first. 1-0 lead. Giants would tie it in the top of the 7th with a 2-out single by Hart. Fairley since then, 0 for 3. Robbed on a great play by Lanier at second. Struck out twice and walked. Marichal goes after Fairley. Gilliam at first. They're holding him on. That's a 1-9. 1-9. 11. That ball is hit to the gap. 1 through 15's a double. 1-9. Double 1 through 15. We rolled an 11. 2 stars. It will be second and third. No outs. They have finally gotten to Marichal once again. The infield in. I don't know if we can play the outfield in. Can we play the outfield in? It only says infield in. Well, we're going to say infield in, outfield in. Obviously, both would be in. Though no real result for outfield in. And Marichal will give way to Frank Lindsay. Coming up, Johnson. He struck him out twice. Lefevre. And here comes Frank Lindsay. Marichal's day is done. He faced 2 batters in the bottom of 14th. He's in line to be what you call a tough luck loser. He went 14 innings, 1 run responsible for the 2 runners on. The runner at third is a game-winning run, so he can only give up 1 more run. He struck out 9. Wow. And here's Frank Lindsay. This game could be coming to an end with no outs, second and third, infield in, outfield in for the Giants, and Frank Lindsay in the game. As Al Red Sox fans getting coffee burps. and hiccups. Lindsay 9-3 with a 1.43 earned run average. Struck out 35, walked 23. Did give up 2 gopher balls. Tough spot for Frank. Koufax 1 run away from getting the win. Again, Fairley's run means nothing. Means nothing, folks. So it's Lou Johnson. Lou Johnson can win it here for the Dodgers in this heated rivalry game. In the words of Lawrence of Arabia, no prisoners. Johnson has been hitless. Strikeout, pop out. Lined out on a great play to third. Another strikeout and a ground out to first. He can win it here, though. Infield in. Lindsay deals to Lou Johnson. 4-8. 4-8. Single through the drawn and infield. The ball game is over. Lou Johnson, a game of frustration, gets the game-winning hit in the bottom of the 14th. And the Dodgers win. The Dodgers win 2-1. Unbelievable. Let's go back through this. That is a 4-8 off the Frank Lindsay card. 4-8 single 1 through 13. We rolled an 8. The ball game is over. Sandy Koufax goes 14 innings. Gives up 1 run. It was earned. He struck out 15. Sandy Koufax is the player of the game. Juan Marichal takes the loss. Marichal went 13 innings, struck out 9. He gave up a single and a double. Was lifted for Frank Lindsay, infield, outfield in, bottom of the 14th, no outs. And Lou Johnson, a day of frustration at the plate. Well, that's all forgotten. He just had the walk-off single past the drawn-in infield. And the 65 Dodgers defeat the 65 Giants 2-1. This is a game requested in our rivalry matchup by our good friend Clinton Parks. Sports Time Machine has joined us. How the heck are you? You had a wonderful stream with yourself and Braves for Life. I enjoyed it immensely. I'm glad you got whatever technical difficulties out of the way. And it was a great job. So please, if you have not seen the game, please check it out and subscribe to our good friend Sports Time Machine. That is Mr. Utah Mike. The Cubs and Bears says, let's play 3 tonight. We did play 3. Didn't we play 3? We had our 83 tournament game. And that was interesting. And then we had our 1941 Yankees versus the 1946 Red Sox. That was outstanding. And now we just had a marvelous game. 2-1 65 Dodgers and Sandy Koufax over the 65 Giants and Juan Marichal in 14 innings, 2-1. So marvelous stuff. We'll be back in a few hours. Hopefully get some more games in. We might play a little out of the ballpark, though. I have a bunch of card sets coming in where we can play advanced. I don't play super advanced. I might try it offline, but I have no desire to play super advanced. I enjoy basic. I enjoy advanced. What a fun game. What a fun game. So our next rivalry game probably will be Card&Dice. And we'll probably pick the Cubs and the Cardinals. And I think it'll be the 68 Cardinals. And you know who? Bob Gibson, 1.12 against the 69 Cubs with Ferguson Jenkins. I think that'd be kind of fun if we do that one next. We might not. As the Cubs and Bears has changed to let's play 4. My friend, it's 2:36 in the morning. We just went 14 innings almost. We did it in less than an hour and a half. That was a lot of fun. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thank you to the Cubs, the Bears, Sports Time Machine, Captain Carl, Ken Castro, ID Gesture, Robbie Wartburg. Thank you very much. And we got everybody. If you watched and you enjoyed, I'm very happy. How could you not enjoy these 3 games? They're all a little different, yet the same. Great pitching. Great pitching. All fun games. So, And I look forward to doing more to entertain my good friends and enjoy your channels as much. I love you guys all. Health and happiness the next time. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. It's always great to see the Cubs, the Bears in the chat. That makes me happy. And you know it's coming, folks. You know it's coming. Peace! Sports Time Machine, watch the high cheese. You are right, my friend. Dodgers 2. The Giants 1. In the words of Lawrence of Arabia, no prisoners. Once again, peace!